Okay, now he has paper in his hair.
Drew, you're so weird.
Okay, going over the quiz for Billy Budd. A couple of the questions I want to point out. Okay, this is to show you just how careful Melville is about his choices of words and the detail and that sort of thing. Which may also point us to the idea that this is more realism than romanticism. I'm not real sure, you can decide. But, okay, a couple of things. First of all, Bellipotent and the Rights of Man, the two ships that he's on. First, and we'll get to the Sinister Dexterity in just a second. Okay, he originally is on the Rights of Man, which you may have read the footnote about that, talking about Thomas Paine. And I mean, if you think about, let me see, where is this? The Rights of Man. I don't see the footnote that I was thinking was here. Okay, yeah, it is. On 998 at the bottom of the page, it is footnote 9. By the way, if you want to go ahead and total up the quizzes, it's the number correct out of 10. So if you got 12, that's great. And all you need is Sinister and Dexterity are right and left. Something about right-handed for one of them and something about left-handed for the
If you got
other.
those mixed and you still use right and left, is it wrong?
That's okay. Yeah, as long as you, but make sure you get it right for the test. Okay. Footnote number, so it's out of 10, so you can get 12 out of 10. Yeah, so if you've got right hand and left hand on your answer, that works. And I'm going to explain this to the folks we're going to explain this as we go along. Okay, first of all, we had the question about what two ships did he serve on? First, he was serving on the Rights of Man, okay? That's his first ship. That's where he was freely. He had chosen to serve on the Rights of Man. And we see in footnote 9 on page 998, American Revolutionary Patriot, born in England, published The Rights of Man in 1791 as a response to Edmund Burke's reflection on the revolution in France. Dundee is a seaport in Scotland. Okay. So Edmund Burke is this guy who is like, ooh, let's not have a revolution too quickly. But this idea that the rights of man, I mean, think about where we are. Yes, this is post-1776, but we're still close enough to the American Revolution and the French Revolution that we are thinking about the rights of individuals and the idea of democracy. We are now in America. That's why I asked you that. Make sure that you know that this is an American work. And next we've got Whitman coming. That's a very democratic work. Don't think too much about it when you read it. Just read Song of Myself. But think about this, that you've got the Rights of Man is where he starts. Rights of Man, that's where he was freely. Then he gets drafted onto the Bellipotent. Also, what kind of ship was the Rights of Man? Is the Rights of Man, sorry. Speaking in literary present. What do they do on the Rights of Man?